A very common question for new users of Adjutant is, how do I fix a cash receipt? So if a cash receipt is entered and either the wrong customer or the wrong invoice or the wrong reference number, something was wrong with the cash, either the amount was wrong, something was wrong with it, and we want to remove the transaction that we performed already. A cash receipt obviously is a transaction within the system, but there's nothing that we can go and pull up and just void. We can't just click a button to void a cash receipt. So this video is going to walk you through the steps to reverse the transaction that you made so that you can go in and make the right transaction after that. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to Transaction, Accounts Receivable, Apply Cash Receipts. The exact same screen that we would go in if we were just entering in a new cash receipt. And what I'm going to do first is actually just enter a cash receipt so that we can later on we can reverse it out. So I pick a customer, I have a check number here, an amount, and let's enter an amount of one of these invoices, $353.50. And I go in here and I'll pick an invoice and move it to the bottom, verify that the paid amount ending balance is correct, and save. But now, later on, at some point I come back and I realize that I had made a mistake with that cash receipt. In order to reverse it, we're going to do the exact same steps that we did before, but we're going to use a negative cash amount. So let me pick my customer again. I'm going to use the same check number, and instead of a positive amount here, I'm going to use a negative amount. And it's going to be the same amount that I entered in before to completely reverse the transaction. Now down here in this first grid, make this a little bigger, it's only showing me invoices that have an open balance. In order to show them all, I can click this button right here, this checkbox that says Include Paid. That'll refresh the grid and it'll show me all invoices. Now a little trick, if you are only reversing a cash receipt for one invoice, what you can do is check this box first, and then up here in the company field type a semicolon and the invoice number that you're reversing the transaction on. For my case here, I'll just scroll down. I know that it was invoice 309. Go ahead and find that. See that it has $353.50 and a $0 balance. Move that down to the bottom. I do have to go in and change my paid amount in this case because it's not going to automatically apply a negative receipt. So I just go ahead and verify that that's the amount that I want to apply. I'm applying negative cash. The ending balance goes back to what it was before, and then I just click Save. If I want to, I can add a note in here. Something like that, so that I know that what this negative transaction was for, and then just click the Save button. And that's it. So to reverse a cash receipt that was incorrect, just enter a negative cash amount here and you will reverse the transaction that you made.